Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are in Corpus Christie and we're starting out in the yard. This is Job Modshop, but it looks a little different than my normal video. Normally I have Freebeard transport all set up, but now we have everything set up as if we are working for Love's, and we are going to be hauling some crude oil or some gasoline today. Wanted to point out that this is a free mod on Truckee, and it is compliments of Pauly's custom skins. Basically what he did was he took everything from Job Modshop and the new tool, the collaboration between Job Modshop and Mod Studio 2, made it possible for skinners and developers to basically create their own custom garage that people can download. So this wasn't styled by me in any way, but as you can see, the building, the signs, we've got tankers in here, we've got skins for the tankers, and I want to do a couple things because I am actually going to be making a short little drive in this. We will be taking Jon Ruda's 362 as well as Jon Ruda's tanker, both with skins from Richard Brown, but the skins that you see filling up the entire yard are all done by Pauly's custom skins, including, like I said, the signs and the garage and everything. But so before, what you had to do was you had to create your Job Modshop, your custom garage, with like 7 or 8 different things. And now that Pauly, among a couple other developers too, I think Goggles did this too, actually put it all together in Mod Studio 2 due to the collaboration between Mod Studio 2 and Job Modshop, so that you can just download this and throw it in. But you do have to throw it in with, there's a few caveats to how you incorporate it with the rest of the mods from Job Modshop. So first thing I want to do is I want to go into the mod itself and show you how we put everything in the order so that you can get all of this. The second thing is we're going to take a drive. So let's go into the mods now. Okay, so we're in the mods and let's figure out all the different things that we need to put together. I'm looking at a file that came with Job Modshop, and it tells you the order that you need to put everything in. It says you need to put in normally spawn rates, trailer skins, signs, open def, park trailers, and then I believe 4 or 5 different building colors for the paint, the trim, the roof, the door, the fence, and then you have the main mod. So normally over here in this section, so this is the base mod, and then you have everything else way above it. Because Pauly has done something, has utilized Mod Studio 2, the collaboration, it basically combines everything into this one, and he's called Love's Fuel Depot. So the first thing on the list would normally be spawn rates, and I normally had spawn rates before I added this mod. You don't need to throw in spawn rates at all to get this running. This is going to be the top one. This is going to be the one that you download from Truckee, and I'll have a link down in the description. The next thing that we need to do is I actually went ahead and picked up from Pauly Skins on the Steam Workshop his tanker skin for the default SES tanker. That's what's in the yard all around us. So I went ahead and picked up this, and if you look at his mod on Truckee for the Love's Fuel Depot, he says that you also need this one, SES Painted Tankers Trailer. There was some, you could never paint a tanker quite correctly because it always kind of seemed like it had that chrome undertone, and then this mod, which is free, gets rid of that. So you need this one from Truckee, this one from the Steam Workshop, this one also from the Steam Workshop, and then the fourth one that you need right here is the base SCS Garage rework. So basically from all of those files that you would normally get from Job Modshop, if you're working with a mod like this one that has been done for you and you download it or you put it into your mod folder, the only really base file that you're going to need from Job is that base file. You're not going to need any of those building trims and building roof. You're not going to need to even put in the parked trailer. It's all built into this thing that Pauly's Custom Skins has done for us. So if you want to take a quick note, this is Pauly's mod On Truckee, both of these right here, the tank trailers and the SCS fuel tanker, are off of Steam. And then you just need the base, and that's pretty much it. In that order, you don't need a whole lot. So it was a little trial and error, a little bit confusing for me. Maybe there's another way that you can get it to work exactly like I did, but I had to do some trial and error to find out that it was screwing me up if I kept the spawn rates in. It was also screwing me up if I chose a specific parked trailer, right? Like, we're dealing with tankers here. So I went and chose the fuel tanker option and I threw it in there, and it turned everything, it like conflicted with what is done in Pauly's main mod here. And it just threw in some blank box trucks. So this is what you want. This is the only thing that you want. That's going to pretty much do it for this portion. So let's go take a drive. All right, we're back in the yard now. I want to take one more look at all this work that Pauly's Custom Skins has done. I wanted to show you quick here, too, what these signs say. And I'll show you the other one here. Just the main logo. It's so cool whenever you can have a known brand, like a real world brand, and you can do something like this. And obviously, this looks great, what Pauly's Custom Skins has done, but I need to reiterate again, I know I've done like 5 or 6 videos on it, exactly how much this custom garage by Job Modshop means, because that is the foundation upon we can put all these things and tons of different real world brands so that we can actually make it come to life, a little bit more realism in the game. So hats off to Job Modshop again. All right, let's go ahead and pick up a load. I think we're going to head over to... I want to see if I can head over to BP. Yep, I think we'll be set. So let's actually... Yeah, I'll meet you over at BP. I'm going to kind of port over there. I'll see you in a minute. All right, we have our load. We are in Corpus Christie at the BP, and we are going to run over to the Port of Houston with 46,305 pounds of gasoline. I've purposely chosen a night drive. Haven't done one of those in a while, and this has tons of lights on it. So
the Secret Service has your back, and so do I. Let's go.
We got our parking brake. Of course, we can throw on our beacons, which gives us some orange underglow, both on Ruda's 362, but also on the tanker truck by Jon Ruda as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. For that reason, I was going to put beacons on the 362, and I decided, you know what? If I want to run the glow, I don't want those beacons going off. And do we even have beacons on any tractors that are pulling tankers? I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get her started. We have a Cummins M-11. It's 507 horsepower, plenty for this 46,000 pound load. And we are rocking an Eaton Fuller 13-speed. Nothing too tricky, except always when I'm rocking a 13 or an 18, if I have a second stick here, which I do, we're going to be using that as the splitter. That's really the only thing complicated with this setup today. Let's go ahead and get on our headlights. And I do have scratches on the windshield, so that is not defective. That is not a problem with Jon Ruda's truck. I like the scratches, and I think a truck of this age would have those scratches, so a little bit more realism. Go ahead and get our 4-ways on. We're going to go around the back way here. It's an easier turn. So what do you guys think about doing night drives? I feel like a lot of times we want to see what's going on with the truck. We want to see the skins and everything. That's why I kind of showed it to you earlier. I wanted to do kind of a combo in the late afternoon, so you could see what that all looked like. But every now and then I think it's good to mix it up and do some night drives too, especially when you've got both a truck and a trailer pair that both have underglow. Makes it pretty cool. Now we're going to have to do a little bit of a wider turn here. And try not to clip that. Oh, just barely missed it. Should have gone out a little bit wider. Oh, I thought that was opening a little bit wider. Isn't this gate supposed to do not exit? Do we have to exit a different way? Huh. What way is it telling me to go? There must be a... I think there's a different way to exit for this one. I was not on top of that. Of course, I could have looked at the signs that say do not enter. Alright. Really, I could have just made a right. That's where I picked up. I could have just made a right. Oh boy. Oh, smaller gate. Much smaller gate. Let's see if I can get that. Get that trailer turned so we don't clip the fence. Looking okay. Whoa, I must have started in second. Thought I was in low.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Alright, let's get our four ways off.
Turn left.
Okay, I can't see over there. I think we're looking pretty good. That guy's got a stop sign anyway.
Keep right. And then turn right.
We got to turn right to go around? Wait, what's going on here? Let me take a look at the map. Why is it having us do that? Can we not just go straight across?
Turn right.
I think we can go straight across. Sometimes the game does weird stuff like that. I'm going to call him out on it. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Keep
no, we
right.
can't. It's not.
And
It's.
then turn right.
Oh, it has that street blocked off. That is crazy.
Turn right.
That is crazy. All right. Let me go actually follow the game who actually got it right, and I'll see you in a second. All right, we are on the freeway now, but we are merging. Looks like.
Keep left.
I'm just going to give a little bit more room just in case we lose another lane. And it looks like we are losing another lane, huh? No? Guess we can get back over to the right now. Cut this guy off. Getting up to speed pretty good with this Cummins M-11. And that's, oh, we're up to 65 now.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
When the lights hit that windshield and you've got that windshield scratches mod in there, like I have, makes it real interesting. Yeah, it's nice to drive at night. I haven't done too many of these drives. I like how Ruda has the whole... They've got like a single node where you can just add lights real quick to the back of the tanker as well as the front of the tanker. You see right there. Just one node. Takes care of it, lights it all up. Looks really cool. Coming up to speed. Get a little Jake action going on so we don't go too far over the speed limit. You know, I guess I could get rid of this, because to the right of the steering wheel, you can see what gear we're in. Let's just get rid of that. Give us more space to actually view stuff. So, not too long, about a 4-hour drive right now. We're not going to be doing the whole thing. I will skip ahead. I just wanted to let you see this, the skins both on the truck and the trailer, and especially you put that in the environment in the home garage, and that thing just looks good. Just love the realism, the RP. I did want to talk to you though, give you guys an update. In the last video, I asked you guys a question about the toggle buttons, the toggle switches, and I got several answers, so thanks for reaching out, guys. And I picked out the switches that I want. I actually got them in the mail today. Today is Saturday, and tomorrow I am actually going to get the boards to start wiring everything together and start to see if everything that I've researched actually comes together and works regarding my dashboard. And so I did kind of an approach that I didn't think I was going to do at first. At first I thought I was going to build everything just custom, make it super hard on myself. I thought I was going to go with the Arduino path, and I still might use an Arduino here or there in the future if I need something custom, something that I can't get done with a regular board. But for now, what I'm going to do is I am going to be using, at least for this first part, I'm kind of building the dashboard in sections. And for this first section, I'm going to have 2 areas on the bottom to the right and the left of the steering wheel. And for those, I'm going to be using, zero delay arcade USB encoders. It's going to make it a little bit easier for me to hook up. I will still have to do a little bit of splicing and a little bit of... I think we'll be able to stop in time. We'll have to do a little bit of splicing. I guess I didn't get the clutch on fast enough. And soldering a little bit, but it's going to be pretty light because I know what I'm going into with the USB encoders. And I'm only, like I said, I'm only building out those lower 2 patches first. And the reason is I want to see exactly how big it's going to be, how much room I have on the bottom, and that's going to dictate a lot of how I actually design the rest of the dashboard. So it's going to be a custom fit.
And then turn right.
It's going to be like a custom design where I'm actually using different panels, not just using like one button box, but I am making it easier by using the USB encoder.
Turn right.
So I am going to, my first project, when I get the boards in tomorrow, I'll hook everything up and see how it works. But I'm basically going to have 2 USB encoders, one for the left panel below and one for the right panel below. And what I'm going to do is, on the left-hand side, I've got an ignition switch, which is coming tomorrow. And I'm also going to have a couple... I hope I can figure out how to wire it. But they are a 3-position on-off on momentary... not toggle switch. What are they called? Momentary rocker. And I'm going to use 2 of those for the windows. So I'll be able to... The idea, I think, is that I'm going to...
And then turn left.
I'm going to have to hold them down to keep the windows moving. Maybe, let's see what happens if I just press it. But what I like about them is they're spring-loaded. So if it works, I can just press down on the 2, and maybe the windows will come down. I never know how ATS is going to work like that. I mean, if you know how you assign the wipers and how you assign the lights, it just needs that initial trigger. And even when you press the toggle down, it doesn't turn it to off. It doesn't move it to a different position. So I think if it just has the windows go down, I think that'll be fine. And if it doesn't, if it actually performs like I want it to, where I actually have to hold them down the entire time, that would be pretty cool. So ignition, left and right windows, and the wiper controls. Those will be on the bottom left panel, and on the bottom right I'm going to actually have, those are going to be my, yeah, nice buddy. Way to detect that I was there. It's not like I'm carrying fuel or anything. Oh wait, I hate AI. They really need to do a better job of detecting. I was driving the other day, and I was just driving in the slow lane on the freeway, and for whatever reason it decided it was time to come over, and it just T-boned me. Completely just wrecked everything. And like didn't stop, no indication, no sensor or anything like that. Gotta love AI. Yeah, anyway, so on the right hand panel I'm gonna have all my lights, and those are also gonna be, they're toggle switches. They're only like two positions. So it starts out in the off, and then when I flick it up to the on position, it's a momentary, so it's going to snap back with a spring. So if I wanted to, I could say parking lights on, it moves back, and then headlights on and it moves back, and then off. So I don't have to press up and down. It'll just return to the position itself because it's spring loaded. And I do actually have a reason for this, but I am actually going to create two buttons for the lights. I'll explain that when I get everything put together. But I'll have two buttons for the main lights. And then, yeah, then I'm going to have three more down on that panel. And I'm going to have high beams. That's actually going to be on a button. And then I'm going to have four ways on a button. And then beacons I'm going to have on another toggle switch, spring loaded. So basically lights on the right, ignition, windows, and wipers on the left. So I'm going to build out those panels, make sure everything's working, and that'll be like kind of my first, little throwing myself into it, because I haven't really done anything with electronics before. Most I've done really so far is try to figure out how to get these gauges wired. And even then, I should have done I don't know. I learned a ton. I may have used a different approach, but I'm kind of already invested into it, and I'm just going to go with it. I'll just complete the rest of the gauges like I'm currently doing, because I do have to. I'm thinking about the gauges, I'm thinking about all the buttons, I'm thinking about how I'm going to design the box itself, and I think it's a pretty cool approach that I'm taking. It works for me, in that I don't want any like cookie cutter anything out of the box, but at the same time, if you have to do it yourself, there are so many ways that you can screw things up and so many things that you really need to know. And I think I'm kind of picking the Goldilocks. I'm kind of in the Goldilocks zone here, because I am going to make it custom to the way I want it to look.
Keep left and then continue straight.
So I am going to be making it custom to the way I like it, but I'm also choosing a pretty easy method. So that, like, if I did everything from the get-go with an Arduino, then on top, I would be a lot more soldering, and it would be probably, well, it would be a ton of programming. And I'm still trying to figure out how the buttons are going to be all hooked up and everything. And the last thing I really want to worry about is it not working because of my programming? Let me just get the wiring done first, and with a USB encoder, it just recognizes it like a regular game controller, just straight out of the box. So if it doesn't work, then my wiring is off. Then I'll figure it out from there. But I will have isolated some variables and figuring out how this all works. So that is kind of the update. Thanks for your feedback, guys, on the buttons. It got me to actually pull the trigger, get the stuff, and like I said, by tomorrow, or by the time you're seeing this video, I will have those boards, and I can start testing stuff out. Obviously, I don't have any of the dash actually put together, but what's kind of cool about this setup, the way I'm kind of looking at it, is it's going to be on a flat piece of probably wood. And I can just design the piece of wood by itself. I can test the buttons, see if everything's working. And since it's all in separate panels, I don't have to like have it all set up all at one time. if I just have one panel, then I'll just work with one panel at a time and introduce them slowly but surely, and so I can start replacing some of this other gear over here. So I'm not using flight gear to run all of my buttons. But yeah, that's an update. Stay tuned. I'll have some, probably, if everything's working correctly, I'll probably either post some photos, or I'll do a quick walkthrough video on how I have everything set up at this stage. But kind of exciting, because I'm actually going from like a concept idea to really pulling the trigger to buy the parts and start putting it together. Like, I feel like I've been in that research stage for so long, and now it's like, oh wow, I'm really getting the parts. I can really put it together now. It's kind of exciting. So hopefully it all works out. Just tons of lights on both the trailer and the truck. Really kind of digging it. Oh, that's why that guy was slowing down. It was the, I gotta make a turn in 3 miles, so let me just go ahead and slow it down now. Killing me. But, funny enough, very realistic. Very realistic. Alright, well, we're just driving at night. You can see a little bit of the truck here, and I'm just going to go ahead and catch up with you a little bit later on the drive. Alright, so we are back, only about 27 minutes out. Pretty uneventful, other than it started raining a little bit. But besides that, very smooth drive. It's actually pretty relaxing. Didn't have a whole lot of...
And then exit right.
Didn't have a whole lot of weird AI mishaps and stuff like that.
Exit right.
But because it's night, obviously it's a little bit more boring. I like including like all the underlighting and stuff like that, of course, but you can't see as much of the skin. The skins on the truck and the trailer. So
400 meters. Turn right.
Unless you guys just want to see the inside of the cab for the whole video. It makes it a little bit boring. That's why I went ahead and
turn right.
Skipped. So we're coming into the Port of Houston now. See if we can get them. Nope. Just kidding. By the time I get going, get up all my momentum, I'm thinking the guy's waiting for me, and I realize, you know what, it's just AI. They're going to hit me or they're not going to hit me. It's not going to affect my truck. Maybe it'll put some percentage damage on it, but it's not going to impact the drive. It's still going to look the same, so... Oh well. Sometimes you got to just make the run and not worry about what AI is going to do. I definitely have other times where I drive like very conservatively so that I can... Because my goal is to try to prevent all kinds of damage, even including what dumb AI does. You can usually tell if you've driven for a while in this game the dumb things that the game does. And then you can kind of predict, okay, I see him coming up. I think what's going to happen there is he's probably going to cut me off, so you back off a little bit, even if it means you're driving like extra slow. Are we turning to the right here? Yep. Let's get her slowed way down. Oh hey, there's a sign. Slow down. Let's go into number 3. $10 miles an hour. There we are. Get the windows down. See what it looks like coming into the Port of Houston here. Again, 46,000 pounds of gasoline. The skins are looking nice now that we're in a yard here where we can see the skins. Great job on the skins from Richard Brown for sure. Going to number 3. The second part of security. Are they weighing you here? I don't know. I don't know what this portion is. Or do they have something? Must be weight. I can't imagine there being any like crazy sensors in the bottom of it or anything like that. Or cameras. Yeah. This is probably where some other people pull over after they've gone through the scales, maybe. Port of Houston is big, though. Big. Whoa, that slowed way down. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, now we get the security check. Security check in progress. Is it even raining anymore? Yeah, I think it is. It's still raining. Might not necessarily be going through here so fast all the time, but just feels like endless. Takes forever to get through in this port. It's just left and right and 180 and yeah, we're gonna go to the right. Yeah, rolling stop, rolling stop.
Continue straight.
See where it's got us pulling in here. Is it down here? Yeah, it is down there.
You arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you.
Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. It's keeping me awake. Keeping me on path. A little more time to see the skin on the truck and the trailer. Again, both by Richard Brown. Alright, parking brake on. Windows up. Parking lights on only. Kill the wipers. And that is it. Welcome to the Port of Houston, where we brought 46,000 pounds of gasoline over from Corpus Christie. I hope you guys enjoyed the drive. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below, either about the first part where we were setting everything up with Job Modshop, and thank you to Pauly's Custom Skins for getting that all arranged so you guys can make your own Love's Custom Garage. Yeah, so I guess that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all of my videos, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.